NoName2Lazy, clear favorite to win this match, just historically based on performance here in Judgment. Going up against Team DontaeX, newcomer, new captain, ready to make a statement, ready to take down the clear favorite.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and disagree with you. I'm gonna go for the dark horse here.
Oh,
I'm gonna DontaeX, you my dog. I don't care. NoName2Lazy, you're on my shit list officially starting now. You ain't making it out of round 1, baby. It's time for you to get dethroned. It's time for you to be taken down a peg. Get re-educated. Think you can pick teams and win games? Nah. DontaeX is my boy. I'm riding him all the way.
So we've got team underdog DontaeX rolling in here. I don't know the Skarner ban. It's clearly a targeted ban at one who's going to be jungling, and I can't quite tell who's jungling. I think it might actually be NoName. Take a look at his stats here. Lots of Skarner here in this match history. Actually, recently.
Well, Skarner's a dirty dog. Like, the bans so far have. I mean, the first 3 bans were jungle crazy. Well, three of the first 4 bans were jungle crazy, and then of course the TF ban coming down, probably a direct hate on somebody. We got Corky getting killed because nobody likes people who ride Earths around, and we'll see who this last ban is here to round Ari. Because sometimes you can't have people running around with 9 tails just shooting people with little bitch lasers and fire.
So, since you were talking about just having a patch and how Katarina got just a little bit changed, so did Garen apparently. And from this brief glimpses I've had of playing with Garen, he is almost back to his former glory of OP-ness.
That's what we need, a dude who can sit and land to heal himself and just go, Demacia! On your chin.
Oh man, I literally played a gold game today in ranked where the guy first picks Garen and says, just watch guys. I'm like, alright, I'll go bot lane, I'll play Ezreal, I'll do mediocre farming and get carried. And that's exactly what happened.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes you write a letter to Santa Claus. Nautilus! You my dog! Where you going? You ain't going nowhere. Nautilus. I can't. I love seeing a Nautilus squeak by. And Nautilus Taric. That right there is an incredibly strong double pick right on the beginning. I'm surprised that Taric actually made it through this little conundrum here of bans.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of Taric actually. I mean, I don't know if it's just the easy mode stun, you know, but frankly, it's...
Well, the thing is, Taric, no matter how gay he is, he's still a dad. And dad can say no. And when dad says no, you have to go home. You have no choice. You have to go home, and you're super mad about it, and there's nothing you can do about anything for the rest of your life. Taric just shuts people up.
Yeah, allows you to play really aggressive, and, you know, I don't know who they're going to pair him up with. Probably a Graves, but honestly, I mean, it could be anyone. I've been seeing a lot of Corky here. I think Ezreal does really well against Graves, but I don't know about if that's going to be a Nunu jungle, which we've been seeing a lot of lately. Also seen a lot of Nunu top lane. I'm going to assume it's not a jungle because we've already got Mundo here, and Mundo is notorious for being in the jungle. But you know what? This is Judgment. Anything can happen.
That is absolutely true, and every Judgment I've been a part of, there's always some sort of magic. Right now, I believe it's just time for NoName2Lazy to get his little Harry Potter head cut off and, you know, return to the former glory of random people winning. DontaeX, money's on you. Do it for AOD.
Speaking of AOD, I hear you guys, not only are you making videos, you're coming out with new tracks. Are you going to be at some local shows here soon? Are you guys going to be at PAX?
We're going to be at PAX. Not really sure what's going on there yet. Trying to get some stuff going on in GM Space. As we find stuff out, we will be announcing things. There's some ish in the works. Let's just say there's some things in the works.
Because I know
I'm not at liberty. I am not at liberty to talk about.
All right. Well, I know we've been promoting you guys for possibly going to be here at the Seattle Versus in the Summerland.
What do you mean possibly going to be? I'm dropping my 2nd album there.
Oh, yeah.
I told everybody in the universe that I was going to be there. I have been working to get an entire 2nd album done just to show up at your party so that we could do a show and hang out and throw popcorn at people and even do some casting. I don't know what you mean maybe. Like there's an option. If I show up and they're in a stage for me, I'm punching somebody in the head, taking their computer, turning it into a microphone because I can do that. I'm a technomancer, and then I'm just going to start playing.
Well, hopefully someone doesn't get punched in the head, but I definitely I can't wait because I personally haven't met you live in person yet. We've been doing all of our conversations over Skype, but you know,
Oh, the
I'm ready.
things you do
I'm
to me
ready to
over
come
Skype.
out. I'm ready to start. I'm ready to see an event. I'm ready to put on an event. Put a place where you can get up there on stage, do your thing. I know I'm gonna run into you most likely at PAX. I'm not sure where at yet, but I'm gonna be. I'm gonna. If there's some AOD swag, I'm gonna be spouting it.
Ooh.
PAX.
You better be, because there's gonna be AOD is gonna be. We actually have the last of what will ever be printed of our original album QWER. The actual e-copy will be sold, but we only printed so many of these, and we're not gonna print anymore. We don't think we are, and if we do, we're gonna take off the. If we do, we're going to take off the album art, the old album art done by nobody other than the great artist of Control-Alt-Delete. And oh my God, computer screen, don't turn off on me. There you go. And put a new album art on there. So the first edition copies, the first printings, will officially be some kind of weird collector's item for the 3 people who actually care about who we are.
You know what? I was gonna say, what can I do to get a signed collector's, copy?
You can touch me sensually, hold my hand.
that seems like a win-win for me. I don't know about you.
Conversation. Whoa, no name. Getting all up over here, telling my boy Dante a freaking pedo. That's it, bro. That's it. I hope you take your mundo, and I hope you stuff it. Game on, bro. Game on.
So yeah, I am sorry, guys. We've lost the technology to hide summoner spells, but don't worry, we'll bring that back.
Whatever happened?
Actually, so what happened was my stream rig. I was updating XSplit, and I was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna do a bandwidth test. I'm gonna make sure everything works out. Maybe I need to adjust some settings." Bam! Lost every single presentation. Lost any overlays we might have had. Now we do have backup copies of those presentations. As a matter of fact, they're probably being used right now by Pato over on the RYW Media 2 channel. Because that guy is the man, and I haven't actually had a chance to meet up with him and get those presentations, those saved layouts. So right now we're running it raw. We're going in there
as dirty as it gets.
And so yep, summoners are not blocked. I do apologize, but you know what? If you watch MLG or IPL, they don't block them either. So we're just taking that next step, guys. We're just,
And I'm just gonna say this to everybody: if somebody picks Nautilus and you don't know he's going in the jungle, you're new. It's okay. If somebody picks Ezreal and you think he's going in the jungle, either they're trolling you because they think they're better than you, or it's K.
You know what? I actually like Nautilus top lane. Not gonna lie.
I like Nautilus top lane too. He gets to that point, no matter where you put Nautilus. Nautilus always gets to that point where he stops caring about everybody else's opinion, because every time his ult is up, somebody gets to die. I mean, I'm sorry, he's going to the jungle. He's the scariest thing in the entire river ever. He's a 2-ton Spider-Man.
A 2-ton Spider-Man.
2-ton Spider-Man. You can't get away from Peter Parker. Look at him.
Oh man, that is the first time I heard it. But you know what? Now I'm sitting there thinking, like, every time he throws that hook out there, I'm like, Spider-Man.
Yeah, no, you will be too. We're gonna watch this game. Go ahead, watch this game. I guarantee you, my boy Jacob Hysteria, aka JH, aka Deltron 3030. That's right. I know he is in real life. Is going to be throwing that around all through the jungle and the lanes and everything, moving at 300 miles an hour because nobody can catch him and his little Spider-Man abilities.
Yeah, I was going to say one more champion. I know that's a good favorite of yours that we didn't see get picked was Blitzcrank.
No, that's because I don't think anybody here, looking through everybody's names, no, I didn't see anybody at the butt-grabbing convention. Got to be able to grab butts.
But very quickly, just recapping the bans, Alistar, Twisted Corki, Skarner, Malphite, Ahri off the board. I kind of like Ahri. I think even though she's been toned down a little bit, she's still got that high mobility, so I think it's a good ban. Teams are going to be Ryze, Nautilus, Rumble, Taric, and Graves. That is just man. There is nothing but man on that team.
No, it's a big pile of man. It's man on man over there, which, quite frankly, I wouldn't watch any other game.
And then over on the blue team side, we've got a little bit of a little finesse here. We're gonna have Nidalee. I believe Viant is going to be playing on Nidalee, and he is well known and well versed in that Nidalee. And by the way, don't worry, we're going to get this screen fixed here. It's going to load up here in the bottom right hand corner, but we're going to get that fixed right away. We got No Name on Mundo. Gonna be rocking that corporate Mundo, tossing out briefcases. And you know what? We have a not Pulse Fire Ezreal.
Everybody, just quit playing now. Not Pulse Fire Ezreal. Game over.
This guy clearly knows what he's doing. Unlike the rest of us players, like myself, that are like, Pulse Fire Ezreal, yeah!
Listen here, if I wanted to play Mega Man, I'd plug in my Nintendo. Come on. Come on, Riot. Try hard.
But I did get some info, I believe. Well, not some info. The whole Battlecast and... what's the other set? It's Battlecast versus... It's like, there's going to be a war. All I can say. That's all I can say.
All I know is step one in my entire life was to buy Battlecast Cho'Gath. Here we go. Everybody getting their potions, their boots, and, of course, the Fairy Charms. It's a standard equipment here. Nothing too exciting or special for anybody.
Yeah, I fully believe we're going to see some sort... Oh, man, I got so much settings. I'm not used to rolling as, in the front runner. So, I'm going to get some settings here. Make sure we get this chat turned off. Actually, maybe we'll leave it on. Players know each other. They like the little banter. We'll let the world see what's going on. I think someone's calling out someone's girlfriend. Be like, whoa, dude, I know your girlfriend was at the 7-Eleven last night. I saw her getting Slurpees.
Too easy. Too easy. I'm going to leave that one alone. I like this nice protective ward over here dropped by Purple Team, knowing that that Mundo could possibly come up there. And it's looking like Mundo wants it. If he does that, I believe he's going to walk into the trap from hell, especially with that bot lane already down there dedicated to doing their job.
Yeah, I think what we'll see, either level 2 gank from Mundo. He is rocking that exhaust. Actually, more than likely, he'll go right to that red buff, so that protective ward. They'll want to use that to counter. Mundo's definitely not... I mean, you're not going to see Mundo run a standard path. Like, he's really set up for that early aggressive gank.
There's Papa Not just killing them wolves. Don't even care. Map is now... That was actually... This is the first judgment where it's been unexciting. Like, where minute one has not been like, oh, there's a double invade, push gank, Conundrum 3000. Oh, it's amazing.
Oh, No Name proving me wrong. I thought for sure he was going to save that smite and then go over there for that rep, but it looks like he's got some lead infos here. He knows that something's a little fishy, so he's actually going to rotate here, run a standard path.
Got wards going down in all the right places as far as I'm concerned. Let's take a peek up here. The lane I'm really interested in is Rumble and Nidalee. Rumble and Nidalee are like one of the it all comes down to footwork here. Whoever can play the best game here and stay behind the minions and still get their CS is going to become absolutely devastating first late game.
Now Rumble was recently sort of nerfed. He was deemed overpowered after that there was a fix that went through and fixed his flame spitter. And basically he was crow storming for free, and so there was some conversations, some red posts saying like, hey, look, this is out of control, and so there was a slight tweak. Honestly, I think he's still really strong. And by
of course he's really strong. His entire lifestyle is like, I'm sorry, you're in melee range and top lane, you're on fire and getting hit by missiles, like getting punched in the face with more fire. Like, just the theory alone is strong, regardless of what he could actually do.
I'm wondering if he's going to be in line for a battle cast. I'm not sure. I know they're talking about the Digger, but Rumble definitely a favorite champ of a lot of players. I know Pato says he's going to start playing Rumble exclusively, mid lane support. It doesn't matter. Some aggression here in bot lane. Uh-oh, Graves taking quite a bit of damage here.
Ooh, and there's the Nunu ball going down onto the Taric, who wants to land that stun, but instead gets to leave the lane. This is actually bottom lane here. We got that little bit of a range. That Nunu is as a character has always been interesting to me.
Your Big Papa coming up here showing himself in mid. They've got that Black Shield down, and they're going to be chasing more. Oh, forcing the flash with that hook. So, great play there.
that's a successful gank. Flash is now down. There is room to play now. And this, oh, I was pretty sure Nautilus was going to come down and see Nunu placing that ward and everything was going to get cute. But now we're back top lane, where... How is the CS going top lane? How's everybody doing up there? Everybody just hanging out, minding their own business?
Do have a little bit of Mundo action coming in here. Top up here on Rumble. He does have the exhaust. He does have that red buff. Rumble is going to be in a lot of trouble. The first cleaver will hit. Oh, there's the flash, but that's not going to do anything because the exhaust is going to follow up, and NoName's there just to apply the pressure and the ignite.
And a last cleaver just to kind of rub it in there. Now Rumble's in some serious trouble with that 12 to 28 creep score, and now with that assist. She's going to come back here in just a second after she pushes up to this tower, and she's going to get items, and that is the last thing Rumble wants right now. He really needs to step up his CS in game, start using his little miss. Oh, in the dark binding, hitting in mid. I thought something might actually happen, but that was just me getting hopeful. Junglers looking at each other, but nothing really happening. And
yeah, actually, for those that have been watching a lot of TSM, Reginald going back to his roots, playing a lot of Morgana lately. You know, when TF isn't available, he's been surprising us and just doing a lot of flash ulting with Morgana. I would say that's kind of a sign of you know, it works for him. So we're gonna let that go. And you know, the rest of us aren't pro players here. So who are we to judge in judgment?
I believe then we're the right people to judge. We are taking charge here in the judgment department. See here, bottom lane CS. What are you doing right now? Pretty much even. Everybody's just doing their job. Looks like Graves has recovered from his earlier, you know, kind of butt pounding. And we're going to just see them kind of mellow out here for a second, throw some skills at each other, maybe get some tea, go to a movie. Yeah, and Rumble, overextended again, is about to meet his fate as Mundo just chilling, waiting for him to stay a moment too long.
Uh-oh. Knowing something's up. Did smell
there's
it.
Cat form, and there's a... Oh, gets away by the skin of his chinny chin. I was pretty sure that was going to be game, set, and match Suicide Panda.
Yeah, I want to see Rumble pick up that revolver. Oh, and here goes Pop. Nunu in a ton of trouble with the ult.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you think you were getting away? Because Nautilus said no. Nice flash, bro. My ult still chases you. Have a nice day.
Yeah, I like this. Jacob here showing us that the strength of that gank actually came through a ward, but it didn't matter. They were already kind of engaged in that fight, and Nunu just taking a brunt of damage there.
Ooh, I don't know about this choice of both of them going back while this Ezreal just kind of gets to free farm for a second. They could really just keep some pressure on, get this. Oh, and Ezreal going back now, so I guess everybody just wants to take 5. Everybody take 5, come back, play. Mundo freaking coming over here, clearing some ish, but will this Rise just come over and say hi for a moment and be able to loot? Oh, the Ignite is down on him.
Oh, there's the flash, but Rumble's going to come in here. Not 6!
Shoot him in the face!
Oh, they got it! The double ignite! The double ignite. So the first ignite went down, and then they had the flash from Rise. And Rumble was like, oh no, there's no way Rumble's going to be able to get this without his ult. And with
that was a great ping. A great ping went down on that. The ward placement, just so beautiful, knowing Mundo's going to try to get up in people's business. And I gotta say, that was just a great play. Rise responding. DontaeX, exactly the way I wanted to see him respond. Nautilus had shut off the back door in case he had tried to switch around the other direction. And it's looking like a bright, sunshiny day for everybody.
Yeah, Suicide Panda falling a little bit behind here in level and health, but you know, with that kill, should put him close enough to picking up Revolver. It's going to give him a little bit more sustain in lane. You might want to have Nautilus come back up here. I would say what's going to happen is Nautilus is going to donate that blue to Rise, which he has done. He's going to probably clear through those camps and work his way towards top. Rumble just needs to stay alive here for the next minute or two. He's going to pick up red. He'll probably show himself in lane for a gank. His ult will be up by then as well. And then it'll give Rumble a chance to both not only use his ult, well, he's just going to prove me wrong. I'm going to stop talking. But I was going to say, Rumble really wants to get out of, go back, pick up that Revolver, and then come back in lane. And right now it's, rolling around there.
If Rumble's gonna go back though, he can't just go back for freezies. Ooh, I believe we have a sneaky pooper here down in bot lane. We got the dark hand of No Name coming to touch people sensually.
Yeah, oh man, that cleaver red buff, and his exhaust is up. Oh no!
Oh my god, this just got super fun. There goes the double flash, getting Ezreal out of there. But Mundo is now in the game. Nautilus, nobody knowing what's going on. There's bloodshed and sunshine. Nautilus coming out with a kill. There comes the ult. Oh, a big burst, but nothing gonna do. There's the hook.
Oh no! Oh, the Quiz is down. The shackle. One more spell. Not enough to get him down. No ignite there, and Morgana
with 10 health. Glazed, 10 health, leaving that one. Morgana coming down to throw the Dark Binding down, but getting anywhere near involved in that is just asking for a nice, sweet kiss from a very, 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 very ridiculously Jimmy man.
Yeah, that could have been really massively in favor had Ezreal gone down, but still a good exchange for them.
Oh, a beautiful exchange. And even though Ezreal didn't get down, the disengage from Ezreal almost immediately, forcing him to double flash as he was stunned, took away their deeps for an entire battle there. And that was a beautiful cleaver dodge. Or, sorry, they're briefcases now. Briefcase dodge by DontaeX, giving him that moment to get away there. Hopefully this Mundo gets caught here.
Oh, that's right, because forgot underdog, team underdog. We got a little bias in this cast.
I'm not even playing. We got top lane still going Valiant's way. Valiant just does not care about Rumble's opinions or anything else. Rumble really needs help. He really needs a babysitter, a dad, something.
Yeah, and the thing about Nidalee is she's going to get away from just about everything. But you know what? If there's one person on your team that's going to give you a shot at locking her down, it's going to be Nautilus.
What? Why? What does he have that locks? I don't know. Maybe everything he does. We have Kitty Pants trying to get way too involved, but walking away smoothly, just strutting her stuff. Look at, I'm a Persian. Don't you play with me? I'm all emotional.
Poor Glaze is taking some shotgun blast to the face here. Getting near half health. He doesn't have much sustain here, other than that one door drain.
The side hatch. Ooh! And will our dear friend here be able to survive this onslaught? No!
But we do have an exchange here with Morgana and Ryze. They will trade with each other.
And that right there, I mean, they've been they're just stopping each other from going bot lane. They didn't really care about anything else. They just didn't want both of them to be back down there. And here we come, a little sneaky action here, but the ward is up on them. There will be some response to this entire event, and he cannot take Dragon alone, taking way too much damage.
No
and Nick Red right there to capitalize on anybody foolish enough to stay. Oh, and here comes Papa Not Not. What you doing here, baby? Look at this ward position. Red team, purple team here has an entire map pretty much laid down sweetly. They can see anything they need to see at any point in time. It seems like Blue's fallen behind on their duties here, now trying to catch up with a single ward, noticing they have no vision on the dragon that they were trying to take. Uh-oh, it seems like Tarek's upset that he was recently moidered. And now he's going for...
Oh, yeah, here it is. Stun, shotgun blast to the face. The ignite will finish it off.
And you guys were wondering if you could run away the other direction. Nah, Nautilus is hanging out just to make sure. And now it's looking like it's purple team's turn to come in and make a move on this dragon. Middle lane has been backed off. Morgana might try to come down and respond to this, but we've seen what has happened so many times. And if she comes in here with the team that is there right now, she will just get the killed. Maybe a Dark Binding steal. We will see. Let's see how pro this is.
Yeah, I definitely think that's what they're going to attempt. Not going to go down. Papa Not will bust that smite.
And lock things down.
But yeah, Viant here is starting to get out of control. 120 CS over Rumble, who's only sitting at 36 CS.
Rumble's got to get help. He's getting pushed to a point of uselessness. She's gone back twice, has her wiggles, a couple of blades, and he's just going to get killed if he keeps trying to play these Pokemon games with Valiant's heart. Like, there's nothing that's going to happen there. Purple has to get up there. We need Ryze to show up and start setting this down. because this is now her game, and now she's going to start being able to counter jungle and do whatever she wants. Fight over blue happening now with Mundo showing up trying to cleaver steal.
Yeah, Mundo has actually been all over the map, and the one thing that's not going for him is that Nautilus has been there every time to kind of make that counter initiation, that counter gank. But yeah, if we take a look at the blue team, even though they're down 3 kills and Dragon, they're actually ahead in gold because of the farming. And if we take, I mean, the farm mechanics from both.
Oh, I was pretty sure that was going to be it. If he had stayed a fraction of a second longer, that was going to be Jeej. Somebody's got to get an Oracles on purple team. They know now that everything is warded all through their jungle, and they're going to be hunting Nautilus because they need to shut that guy up so that NoName can do his job.
Looks like just taking a look here at some bot lane builds. Graves actually going for that earlier attack speed, something you want to do when you have an advantage. He's also got that BF sword, so I don't think he'll complete. Phantom Dancer first. He'll probably go right straight into IE. Meanwhile, Ezreal looks like he's got that early phase. Most likely going to be. I don't know if he's going to go into Triforce or IE. Typically, you want to go into more of that damage. Make sure you're doing your damage. But honestly, I don't think you can go wrong with either one at this point. I've seen a lot of Corkis, a lot of Ezreals going Triforce. With IE, depending on how well they're farming. Sometimes it's one or the other.
And here comes that vision problem. Nautilus now has a difficult problem getting here up top to kind of deal with this Viant problem. He knows exactly where he is. He's about to get contested on red big time. This is about to get ugly for his entire existence. Viant's about to jump a wall. Morgana's going to set him down. And it's just going to boop. There it is. Whoop, there it is. And with no help from Rumble, no notification whatsoever, it looks like, that is going to be just moiter. That's the Oracles I'm talking about needed.
Yeah, they set that up perfectly. Poor Nautilus didn't even have a chance. Rumble's not gonna be able to come down and help. He might have been able to say, "Hey, Nidalee's nowhere nearby."
You gotta keep an eye on her. Like, she cannot have the freedom she has right now. She has pushed you way too far. Your second tower's at half-life. You're going to be at half-life here in a moment because she straight doesn't care about your opinions or lifestyle. Bottom lane's doing its job. Middle lane's doing its job. But top lane has got to pull it together now. Gotta dig deep, get those suicide panda pants on, and really start holding this down. Because if Nidalee's allowed to do what she wants, Viant will put this game on his incredibly broad shoulders and just walk it all the way to the finish line. Taking 2 tower shots like it's not taking nothing. Doesn't care about anything.
Yeah.
It's a sociopath. Still no Oracles on that Nautilus. This man's going to drive me crazy. And there he goes, getting these big golems again. He just gets to get whatever he wants. He takes what he likes.
Yeah, if we take it like the gold accumulated here, Viant not only sitting on about 2,500 gold, but has already broken the 6K mark. Graves is fairly close to that, but outside of that, I mean, it's just the gold right now heavily in favor of the blue team carries.
Yep. They're getting to do what they want, when they want, and there's the big ult because the stun went down too soon. A flash out of it is not going to help you with that exhaust, and now it's time to dive the tower. Everybody's going to just take shots, like a hip-hop song here, and blue team makes it out A-OK because Mundo goes where he pleases.
Blue team turret doing a lot of, red team turret doing a lot of work here, but not enough. NoName2Lazy getting down to like 10 health. Oh, Dante gonna get out of, will flash out of that Morgana ult.
That'll save his life because that was not the positioning he needed to be in at that point in time. No ward in that tri-bush. It was incredibly bold to stroll up on it like that, and Morgana capitalized on that exactly like she should.
I want to say, blue team just doing their job. They fell behind early in kills. They fell behind in Dragon. But they've had that persistent top lane presence, and they've been playing really smart. They're not making any mistake, any plays that's gonna just kind of throw, give them that numbers advantage. That's gonna put them further behind. And frankly, they're not far behind. They've never been behind. They're actually 3K gold ahead right now. From last hitting.
From last hitting and from jungle control. Nautilus has not controlled his jungle for 10 minutes now. has not controlled his jungle. That top jungle bit has been completely dominated by Nidalee and by Mundo. Morgana getting a piece of it every now and again. They had this great warding strategy where their vision was everywhere, but I think it's hit that point where they need to stop blowing their load on the wards and start countering. I need to see an Oracles here if they're going to pull this out. They're now 4K behind. We're working on a good 4K drop here, and blue team is just free to do as it pleases. 2 towers in on top lane because there isn't any way that Nautilus can get there to help. Rumble is really the weak link here that needs to get titaniumed up if this team is going to pull it out.
And it looks like they did have a good solid timer here for Dragon. Uh-oh, where's the smite going to go? Will go for the red team. Rumble will pick off the right
but
2
now
people.
Rumble in a position not favorable of his level, but still okay, I guess. Ooh, they need to collapse backwards on this Nidalee. They need to stop chasing that direction, because that's just going to get you hit by briefcases, and that's going to get your Rumble dead.
Yeah,
that right there was a lack of teamwork. Now they're all this game can't be played like this. This game cannot be played like this. Graves is going to do work here, but not enough. It doesn't, like, he's not going to be able to pull everything together.
Yeah, right now it's just that Nidalee was able to come in from behind, be able to pick Rumble off. There was a little bit too much of a chase. Graves actually popped his flash for that chase, and it resulted in him basically getting killed because he didn't have it to be there as a defense.
It's a 2-front war here. You can't fight a 2-front war, especially with only one carry that's doing anything in a game. I mean, come on. Like, we aren't, like, the Germans couldn't pull it off, and they had tanks. Like, you can't fight a 2-front war. When that Nidalee came around from behind, it was immediate. It should have been an immediate response from Purple Team to turn back around, drop her, and then continue on the fight. They would have been in a much better position. Instead, the green-eyed monster got in their eyes, and they are now farther behind than they've ever been. And blue has now been lost. The top tower will also, or bottom tower will be lost as well. And their gold keeps stacking on blue team side. Nom nom nom. Nom nom.
Yeah, our heavily favored team showing us why they're heavily favored, even when they were falling behind in kills. Still showing us that lane mechanics and really just communication, I think, has been the key.
Absolutely.
You know,
absolutely.
When they have that chase, you know, they said, look, their team's thin. They've spread themselves too thin. Let's turn it around. And that's exactly what they did. Morgana came in, popped those soul shackles, forced a lot of flashes. For some flashes were already down. And then basically it was just, hey, let's pick up a couple kills. We're going to pick up another turret.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Graves about to get picked.
Oh, but the whole team is...
That's what I need to see. She makes off with the red buff, but still, Graves making it out alive from a no Oracle's position. I swear, I'm going to have to just start beating people. Just beating people, because this green ward game is cute, but it's not. It's losing them the game. It is losing them the game that they are not countering the vision of the other team. They desperately need to get control of this game again.
And, you know, Mundo with his Oracle here is going to start being able to freely roam.
Yeah.
Things I want to donate this here to Morgana.
Mundo.
But this is a sign at this point, when you're this far into the game, that they're going to start prepping for Baron. They're going to start sweeping Baron, keeping it clear. They've already got that map advantage with those top turrets being down. Viant, you know, was thinking, you know what, I might be able to fight this 1v2. Let's go.
I would have no problem fighting this 1v2 right now. The red buff and Trinity Force alone would let him walk through that. But the lifesteal off of the rest of his her Wiggles Lantern is just going to freaking make that impossible for those two to take him down at this point. They just don't have the damage right now. Without Graves there, they don't have the damage.
But,
and if I'm like 3 steps away from investing into a time machine, going back and slapping Purple Team's mothers all in the face for the next time they go back and do not bring me in Oracles. Because this is just a mechanic 101. They can't allow this kind of vision. They have no Baron vision now. They've seen the Oracles on the other team, and yet now they're going to let this push come in, get trapped in their base, and one team is going to move to Baron and win. I wonder which one's that going to be.
Yeah, and I think they might be running a little bit of a split push here. They're going to send Nidalee bot lane. The rest of the team will probably rotate towards Baron. Mundo is going to have no problem, you know, dealing with Baron. He's got that armor. He's got the health. Worst case scenario, he uses his ult. They're going to have Smite plus Nunu Consume. They're not going to be worried about a steal, especially if they send more than 2 or 3 people here to deal with Nidalee.
Which you have to because you have to deal with her, but you can't because you can't catch her with 2 or 3 of these people.
Yeah, and Baron's going to get started here. And then they can actually rotate the damage here between Nunu and Mundo. Without the vision here, they have no clue. They're just going to have to assume that, well, shit, we just lost Baron. They're going to see that Baron buff pop here on Italy. It's exactly what's going to happen to them. Like, oh, crap.
They're sitting here in the bush waiting to set this trap for Nidalee, expecting the rest of her team to be somewhere because they have no vision. They've lost this map. They have lost this map, and there's the Baron buff. Luckily, Nidalee pulled out. They have no idea that that buff just came on until Ezreal just went and touched right now on their minions. So now there is a very strong, very crazy, wild Nidalee approaching, and all they can do is just run and pray and hope that Jesus comes to save them at this point.
Yeah, at this point they're going to definitely want to turtle up. They're going to want to focus. You know, they're going to they're going to have to give up their outer turrets, which they've already done, except for that one bot lane outer turret. And they're going to want to try like a united stand there, taking a page of the Shin's book right there in that very concave area. That they're going to want to try and use that Rumble ult. It's going to be more utility and less damage because Rumble's farm is frankly abysmal. He's got Ninja Tabby and a Woda, and that's not really going to do it. So he'll have to use that. So he'll be more of a, honestly, he'll be more of a like get in there, throw some harpoons out there, kind of.
He's going to be a slow machine.
Yeah, he's going
to be slow bot. This is now, and look at blue team. They take Baron, and then their entire goal becomes make more gold. More green wards going down by the team that can't see the map. Doesn't know where the other team can see, and now is really having to huddle as Nidalee takes this outer turret. And what did the 5 fingers say to the face? 10k up, blue team.
Yeah, Rumble shouldn't even be here right now.
Rumble, leave. Oh, Rumble's dead.
Yeah, this is what they can do right now with the Baron. They've got quite a bit of sustain. They can sit back and poke. If Morgana lines a binding, someone that might have strayed too far from the pack, whoever gets caught by that binding is going to get picked off.
Oh, dropping wards over just to be able to see where to land her binding. That is a beautiful maneuver.
Especially when they don't have an Oracle.
Wait, why don't they have an Oracle? I told them to get an Oracle like 10 minutes ago. I thought we had this conversation.
Wow. Poor Rumble eating a 1 binding and the Tormented Soil going to half health. You know.
And below. And still running. There's that utility that we needed. But it's going to be, just not enough. Doing enough damage with just that partial ultimate is going to just allow her to keep up. And here comes Ryan. I'm a kitten. You're a kitten. Getting smitten because I'm going to bite you on the face.
Poor NoName2Lazy. Could not be stronger than the turret. Turret doing work here. Nick, you're red. Not going to be able to fight this. He's going to get executed. Does bait it out, saving the quick draw. And I think this inhibitor is not long for this world.
Not one bit, and they have plenty of time to mess around and push whatever they want. If purple team messes up right now and splits their death timers, that'll be GG 5 minutes before it should be.
Delaying the inevitable almost.
Almost.
But yeah, Viant showing us why he's a #1 pick. 300 farm. Actually, 300 farm, and we're not 30 minutes in. So that is better than 10 CS a minute. Really going to town here with that 401 KDA.
And he's been able to do this because of his jungle control. He's been able to farm up on a wave and then take the golems, come up, take red a couple times. He came over and even took the wraiths off of that top red jungle there. Like the amount of control, the territory that this Nidalee has owned is the size of, and to just quote some Shark Week here, is the size of some oceanic white tips. She can do what she wants. She can do what she wants, and now she's just coming around and getting kills. What are you gonna do, Nikki Red? You gonna shoot her in the face? Gonna shoot her in the face? Is she going to care?
Ooh.
Oh, here we go.
Nikki Red making the place.
Rumble, revenge.
This to be the throw they're looking for. This is what they were counting on.
This is what they needed. This is what they've been praying for. If I see another red-green ward.
Wow, Nikki Red playing really well here.
He has been. He's been playing incredibly well all game. A solid player. A solid player. I would write that down for whoever's going to be in the next judgment that he is in. I would write that down because that is somebody you want in your bottom lane. Just constant.
The problem is he's left, and he's the only one doing damage here. Mundo and Ezreal with Nunu, they might be able to give chase. That Blood Boil plus Cleaver spam and a red buff, but it just looks like it's not going to be enough. They're not going to chase it, but right now they can just keep pushing this bot lane. Top lane's already
got to go back
to
to base anyways. They've got those super minions pushing in. If they don't go back now, the damage to their Nexus turrets is going to be unrepairable.
Unless you had a Heimerdinger.
Unless you had a Dingerheimer.
So now that we got this really short lull, you know, what do you think, you know, is going through the mind, you know, of this red team here? You know, what is there anything they can be doing? What's going on in their conversation, you know, in that communication box? Like, is it pouty, you think, or is it more along the lines of like, hey, you know, the kills are still like they don't know they're down 10K, right? I mean, if you take a look at the scoreboard, they're down some turrets, they're down the hip, they're down a Baron, but like they don't know.
I'm going to say they're down 7 turrets, and they know it. They haven't touched one of theirs. What they need to do, and what I really hope they're doing, is digging deep. If they can dig deep, if they can find it in their heart to dig deep, get some oracles, get a pick, get that Nidalee picked off, they honestly have a chance of this. Crazier things have happened in this game. They are not completely destitute. But it's really going to take some teamwork and some oh, wait, Nidalee has a Guardian's Angel. Never mind. That conversation just happened. That realization happened for everybody where they were just like, well, it was fun killing her when she only had 1 life, but now Kitty's got 9. So, best of luck. Best of luck, red team. I feel like now they might as well just put red shirts on because they're the away team.
Yeah, she's got that GA. She's also got that Hex Drinker. I think she's working towards a Mount Mortis. So, you know, this is really good against a double AP comp, or 1.5 AP comp, because Rumble doesn't quite bring the pain, doesn't bring a lot of noise.
Yeah. And this right here, this is the split push they want. They want people to all be focused on little Kitty Cat, because if they're all focusing on her, the other 4 are going to get to push in an entire lane. Like, the other 4 can do as they pleases, and their super minions are still coming top lane. Like, there's that Dark Binding over the wall, just Taric to half health, healing himself back up, but feeling the pain, not having anything to charge up in. There's another set. Boom! On the rise.
Wow. Knight doing some work there. Finishing off the kill, Ezreal picking up. Right now, what they did, that was the worst thing that could happen outside of just losing the game, because right now they're going to have this numbers advantage. Baron just spawned, so they can actually rotate over to Baron at their leisure. They could sit there and pressure this turret with those super minions pushing in top. They might just go for this inhib. I would probably back off, but you know,
I just can't stop watching this gold accumulate on blue team's side. I feel like it's Scrooge McDuck versus the poor. Nidalee just going and taking what she wants.
And there we go. There's the Baron. And I like what they're doing here. They can disengage quite easily here if needed, and Ezreal could sit there and probably take that inhibitor, or at least force them to deal with Ezreal.
They could disengage.
Oh, the Baron steal with the Graves ult.
That was a beautiful moment in sports history. They will pay dearly for it. Oh, Spider-Manning. Getting that Spider-Man action going on. Hopefully that's enough to get him out. Reach for the star.
Ooh, crit.
Nope. Got that slow on him. He is not going to make it out of there alive. And maintaining just a little bit too long. They're going to drop 1, but at what cost?
And I think Nidalee is about to clean up aisle 3.
Oh, yeah, no, she might as well just go back to summoning screen and put on her maid costume, because this is Jeej right here.
Oh, the spear! For the finish. For the cleanup. Rumble is going to get away with his life. Or not.
Nah, he's not. That ward sitting there. Where's your oracles, bro? Hey, bro. Where's your oracles? Probably should have seen that.
So Valiant putting a show on display here for us. If we had been doing a KDA contest, it probably would have been Valiant. I don't know if anybody would have got the 300.
Hey, you're listening to this, /dance right now, because I want to see that ass shake. Shake it, baby.
I think this game will be long over before they get a chance to hit.
Probably.
But yeah, next is going to go down here. Congratulations to Team NoName2Lazy. Actually, you know, DontaeX, your team did really well here. You guys were up in kills a little bit. You know, definitely lost that top lane. But for a first-time Judgment Captain coming in here and showing up, I hope you had a great time. Hope you guys had a chance to play. This video will be here for archive purposes, as always. You can find it on our YouTube channel. But I think you guys played really well, and I want to thank you guys for playing Judgment.